is everyone doing today by a round of applause? Okay. That's a good start. It's a good start, but when the team comes up here to present, it needs to be a lot louder and a way more obnoxious. Their practice to actually give better presentations, the louder you are. So if you're very quiet, they're gonna give a bad presentation. If you're awesome and great, they'll give a much better presentation. Right, guys?
Yes.
See, there you go. So welcome, for those of you who don't know, my name is Lane Hislop. I am the producer of Final Project. We've got a really awesome team with a really awesome game to show. They're going to show it to you. Before we get to it though, a couple things I just want to mention. If you have a cell phone or any kind of noise-making device, turn that down to a non-noise-making state. We would appreciate that. Also, you'll see there's two microphones, one here and one here. So after the presentation, there will be a question and answer time. So come up to the microphones and ask any question you want to your heart's content. Also, if you want to see if you're better than them when they play the game, you can go to gameproject.fullsail.com. I'll give you that website again later. And you can go and download the game and play it for free. They've got screenshots and everything about it, and see if you actually are better than they are. It's going to be hard pressed because I've watched them play. They're pretty good. They're really good. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring up the product owner for the studio. Here's Mr. Carlos Lugo.
Hi guys, so I had the pleasure of being the product owner for this team as well as the rest of the studio that was here. One of the things that I'd like to let you guys know is that these guys did a lot of hard work. They put in a lot of time to this product, and it shows in the end game. So I'd like to thank them and everyone else that was in the studio for their effort. And now with the show, I'd like to welcome everyone to the GP Games News Network. Today's broadcast is brought to you by...
Hello, we interrupt this program to bring you a special announcement. A game has broken through reality and is starting to bleed in. The game's name is Exposure, and the developers are myself, Ryan, Naveen, and Ben over there. Oops. Alright, now from what I understand, the game is an isometric shooter where the player must escape from the city before he is killed and get to the helicopter. So now here's Ben to talk a little bit about what we know from the player.
Thank you, Ryan. If you remember last week on Gamers on Games, we discussed shooters. Well, here's one that I think deserves a little bit more exposure. The player was sent to investigate what exactly went wrong in this city. But they found themselves in quite a bit of trouble. Now they must make it to the landing zone using only what they have at their disposal, such as a machine gun with 2 unique powerful ammo upgrades, a hard-hitting melee, and a dash to escape. Now, this machine gun is the player's main damage output. It has unlimited ammo and never has to be reloaded for some very odd reason. It can also be upgraded with 2 unique ammo upgrades. These ammo upgrades can be found in leftover ammo crates scattered around the city. The first of these ammo upgrades is fire. Now, fire ammo sets enemies and debris on fire. This can be very useful against the tankier enemy type. The second ammo upgrade is armor piercing. Now, armor piercing cuts through enemies like a knife through butter. This can be very useful when waves of enemies are onslaughting the player. Now, both of these ammo upgrades must be used within a short period of time after pickup before they run out. Now, if an enemy finds themselves too close to the player can use their melee. This becomes useful when the bigger enemy tries to grab the player and slam them to the ground. The player can also melee debris that is in their way or smash ammo crates. Now, if the player finds themselves in a bind, they can use their dash. Dashing will help the player escape waves of enemies coming at them. Occasionally, the player will come across radiation pipes scattered around the city. The player can dash through the radiation pipes to take no damage. Remember to tune in to Gamers on Games every Monday at 8. Back to you, Ryan, with a report on the enemies.
Thank you, Ben. Here we are joined by Naveen, who's one of the developers, from what I understand, on this game. So what can you tell me about these enemies?
These enemies, we name them as slashers. They are cannon fodder and they swarm the enemy. They always come in group. They basically come towards you and jump at you and cause damage.
We've been getting reports of a 3-armed mutant running through the streets. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this enemy is my personal favorite. So what he does is he goes to the street, grabs people in the street, and if you're not breaking the grab, he's gonna slam you to the ground. And purposely we gave a lot of health to him, so it's very difficult to kill him.
So, what sort of technology did you create that unleashed this mess of monsters onto us?
Yeah, one of the technology which we use is our scene management and content management system. We basically divided the whole game into scenes. So for example, imagine this auditorium. You need not know any information outside this room, right? So we basically don't display anything at a certain distance from the player. Also, what we did was we gave ID ranges to all the objects. This is basically like a family name in a family. So if the game crashed during development, we were able to pinpoint, okay, this family caused a problem. So it saved us a lot of time.
So would you view all of this as a success?
Yeah, of course. It's a great success. Yeah, we had a really cohesive team. We like together we decided upon a lot of game ideas and we were sticking to that till the end. And also we got great feedback from GP staff, so it really helped us to polish the game.
So was there anything that went wrong during this?
Yeah, we can say like everything went right. So obviously some things went wrong. What happened was one day we were like coming from lunch and this animation guy didn't show up. And he didn't show up till the end. And we also lost like 2 more teammates in a mysterious way. So we had to like schedule differently, and we also had to like cut down some features in the game. And finally, as you guys know, we tore a hole in the fabric of reality, and the game started leaking, and it became a reality.
So they mysteriously disappeared.
Yeah, but you know, like that time I was not in the studio, so I don't know.
Okay.
Killed them. That's what I'm
getting from this. You think that, Ben? So we're gonna get a live feed from our man on the scene here in a moment. Well, first off, I'd like to bring you one of our sponsors, Jersey Mike's Subs. You can have it Mike's way. They're across the street. All right, so we're getting reports that there was an accident at the tire company. So we're getting reports of a lone security guard running through the streets. Let's head over to our man on the street, Ben. What can you tell us about this?
Well, Ryan, it seems to have all started out as a student project that went horribly wrong.
Do you think you could get a little bit closer to the action?
No.
All right. So are these the slashers we were just hearing about?
Yes, there are sure lots of them running around these streets.
Does their name seem to be appropriate to why they're called slashers?
Oh, yes, after the cut of my cameraman, it seemed like an appropriate name.
Well, Ben, we can't argue with that. What are this green stuff that seems to be coming out of these pipes? What's that?
I believe it's some sort of radiation, Ryan.
How would you know that it's radiation, Ben?
Well, I thought it was free Mountain Dew, and I drank some. And I think I have a third pinky now.
Ben, that sounds like that could have been radiation. He sure is lucky that there's just random explosive barrels laying around for him to blow up.
Yes, it's really convenient that someone carelessly left them there.
Is that one of the radiators?
Yes, I believe it is.
What's he doing?
Oh man, he looks like he's slamming that player like a crudely formed analogy.
Oh, wow. So, where are you hiding from at, Ben? You seem to be safe in all this.
Well, I'm in a corner building called Ryan's Pub. I'm having a cold pint and waiting for all this to blow over.
Where are you going to head from there, Ben?
I've heard there's a dojo around here somewhere. Maybe they can help me out.
Well, we can only hope. So, did you find out any more about what caused this?
Yes, I've read reports from WikiLeaks that Team Rocket saw the Miley Cyrus performance at the VMAs a couple weeks ago, and they decided people should not live on this planet anymore. Instead, since released a virus into all major cities.
What has the government done to combat this virus?
They sent CDC investigators to a random tire company, so I'm not exactly sure.
Well, where'd you hear that?
The internet.
And you believed it?
They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true, Ryan.
Where'd you hear that?
The internet.
So, why is everything in this area fenced in?
In the failed defense of the city, the National Guard and the CDC set up several evacuation centers. These fences were to keep things orderly. Unfortunately, when the mutants appeared, it was fish in a barrel.
Those poor fish. I mean, people.
So, have you ever thought about how many different kinds of fish there are, Ryan? And the names of those fish? Salmon. I'm going to say that again for you. Salmon. Who thought that was a good idea, Ryan? Carp? I mean, come on.
Ben, that's not funny. So, where are you at now?
I have seemed to found the Andy Danger Dojo. What kind of name is Andy Danger, Ryan? Sounds like some kid who writes fantasy stories about partying with Charlie Sheen and Jeff Bridges.
Ben, now that's a cute story, but we really need to get back to reporting on the scene. Have you managed to find any survivors?
Yes, I found Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm? During an apocalypse? What's he wearing?
He was wearing khakis, but he seems to be taking them off now for some reason.
It sounds hideous.
Well, I think he's turning into a slasher, so maybe I better get out of here.
Well, it looks like he's about to get overwhelmed here by mutants.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure the security guard's gonna make it. Oh well, more food for me.
So, I've been noticing he's been shooting vehicles. Why would he be doing that?
I'm hoping they're empty, Ryan, and he has unlimited ammo, so why not?
That's a good point, Ben.
He's very lucky this world supports the Konami code.
So, those radiators that we've been seeing, they're really ugly.
Yes, they almost look like the youngest Kardashian sister.
Ben, I'm getting a report that there's a chopper waiting for you just around the corner. Ben? Ben? If you can hear me, get to the chopper! We seem to have lost Ben. The security guard looks like he's trying to break through this debris. Things aren't looking too good. It's taking him a while. Right now? Again? Our sponsors want us to say that it is again brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Have it Mike's way. Ben, are you okay?
Sorry about that, Ryan. I'm back. I had a few slashers wanting my cold pint. Couldn't let that happen.
So where are you at now, Ben?
I'm in the chopper, Ryan. We're just waiting for this extremely slow security guard. What is taking him so long? We need to get out of here.
Oh, Ben, how did you get there so fast?
For one thing, Ryan, I didn't use Apple Maps.
So, is that an advertisement on the rooftops for, was it Ben's Beard Company?
Yes, it's a non-profit started by a few Australians. They're really just trying to spread awareness for this devastating problem.
Awareness for what, Ben?
It's a massive campaign to spread the awareness of a certain avian variety.
What are you talking about?
You haven't heard? I thought everyone had heard.
Heard what?
A bird. A bird is the word. Hello, Ryan. I won't do that to you, JK. But serious, living in this world without a beard is a very harsh problem to live through. This company is all about showing people what having a beard is all about.
Well, I don't really know what's going on right now. I don't know if he's gonna make it. Do you guys think he's gonna make it?
He just needs to get through this last debris. I'm in the helicopter waiting. He can just get through this last year. I see him.
Oh, it looks like he made it to the chopper. It seems you guys have survived. The party is over.
The party might be over, Ryan, but the after party is just beginning.
So, do you have does the security guard have a minute to answer some questions?
Yes, he is. He's right here.
So, So, first off, when did you become a security guard?
Yeah, I was a cop in mall to start with.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. So, do we have any questions from our live studio audience? There are 2 microphones set up, one over there and one over there. No?
Hello? Okay. Health-wise, it seemed like you was taking a whole bunch of damage, but it didn't seem like you were actually taking damage. Where was the health bar or health system or whatever?